All right, everybody, what's up? What is up? Too much. I said I would do a Facebook Live here this Sunday evening, and I shall. So, let a few people join us. I'm in my office now. What do I have in my office? People always ask me, what's on your bookshelves and what do you read? Well, I'm very sentimental. I mean, I love memorabilia. I tend to keep things people give me, and I don't know. I'm a pack rat of sorts. Can anybody relate? Because I'm always, well, what if I need it? So what is on my shelf? And you can ask questions. I'll try to answer. A couple of things. This is, I'll let you read it, for an event that I did, the military in Hawaii. I think this was the Striker Brigade. I want to make sure that let's see. Yeah. So what are we looking for right here? This is just a Hawaiian Polynesian tool of peace. If someone tried to do things that were naughty. So these are actually shark teeth. And I've had this quite some time. 5 years now. 6 years. So from the 225 Striker Brigade Combat Team. Inspiring words of hope, healing, and resiliency. So anyway, that's one thing. This, I don't know if I put this down. These are arrows made by very real Native American. And it also, it's beautiful. Just artistry in it. Beautiful. What it represents to me, it's my children. So my wife and I, we actually have 6 children. Our oldest 3 are all married and have children. That's why when we post our grandkids, we post grandchild number 1, 2, and 3, because there's just elements of privacy for family. So, and then we had a daughter, and then we had another baby, but before the baby could complete its term of pregnancy, it went to heaven. So we have one in heaven. That's why I push that one up further. And then this is our caboose, our youngest son. So it's great. This means a lot to me. I'll put it right here. So how is everybody doing? Managing through this week? It kind of probably caught a lot of people off guard. Some of you, of what was going on. But we've been gently trying to tell people without creating fear or panic, about situations that were coming and inconveniences. And I think we were right. So my bride is in the other part of the house. So are the dogs. And we're all doing good. Thank you for your prayers. And this is an update because I am cleared from coronavirus. I did a self-quarantine because I had flew on 5 different planes in 36 hours. And I wanted to make sure I was okay, so I self-quarantined for a week. And my doctor's office actually sent an email out. And when I got it, I returned it and said, what do y'all think? I said, come in, let's just double check. So I'm very thankful to be back home, and thanks for your prayers. I spoke this morning at the Road Church. They did a live video, but unfortunately, YouTube had some issues and challenges, and they're going to put that link up again, hopefully this evening, and then we'll do it as well. So I'm trying to read some of your questions. Oh yeah, okay. So things are good. God is faithful. I think with the current situation, we kind of predicted that there would be many states that would be shutting down in the sense of restricted movement or home quarantine, and that has happened. And I want to assure you all, if you're in one of those states, it's still not a super bad thing. Come on. You get to go out, you get to shop, and none of it's super enforceable right now because people are behaving themselves. So there is food out there. I don't think there's going to be a shortage unless people are still trying to buy 6 months worth of food. Then obviously there's a shortage. So people shouldn't do that. I would say this, that looking at the number of cases going up, you all should be ready for it to go up a lot. I think we're just getting a little sample. We're at 21,000 yesterday. It's over 31,000 today. Obviously because more testing is getting out there. So don't let any of that alarm you. I would definitely say be very responsible not to get around older people, no matter how much you love them or how much, keep a distance from them, okay? It can be fatal for the older population. And I just want, I really want, no, I didn't test positive. For those of you checking in right now, my test came back clear. And I'm so thankful. I did it out of an abundance of wanting to make sure I wasn't going to pass anything on if I had the virus because of my travels and the amount of people I got it to. So I would say this, that depending on how people act is how things are going to continue. If things go, if people respond appropriately, this a walk in the park. Inconvenience. You know what? We've seen it and been among people who are living in tents because of ISIS. Their homes are destroyed, and there is, no immediate hope for their economy the way it was because of the situation the world is in. And I really do think that America will have a greater heart of compassion even before now to help other people in other countries. And I'm grateful for. The message I did today via the road, we will put it up, and I hope it encourages y'all. We'll put it up this evening. If you have extra supplies and stuff, that's great. But just make sure that you're sensitive to God's leading to help other people, neighbors, family that may be in need. I would, I was at my friend's gun store the other day because we train people and we have to prep before we go overseas because we do a lot of our security work and because of what we do. But I was pretty amazed at the number of people buying weapons. Some out of fear, some out of concern. I mean, even there was a guy in there who was looking for ammo for a pistol that he had. And when he found out they had, my buddy, who's George Horn, at the Denver Gun Room, it's the oldest gun store in Denver, When this guy found out they had some ammo and he was able to buy some, he literally got emotional. And but it's it's something that that I think people need that level of comfortability to be able to defend themselves at all times, not just because of this, at all times. For those of you who are older, my prayer is that people will rally around you, not too close, but rather be ready to help. We have neighbors in their 80s out at the property, the training center, and they have some land next to ours, and we let them know, hey, we will shop for y'all. You don't have to go out and be in public. And I'm glad that they have family, but they have us as neighbors. And I think that's how it should be. It's a great opportunity to see God, yes, show up in a big way. Because just kindness, and kindness is a rare thing, especially in panic. Hey, Joseph from Jasper. I would say this too. I know a lot of stores don't have a lot of supplies right now. This will pass, and you may have to change the way you shop. A lot of people are shopping online from reputable sources. Don't go for any super great deals that don't seem real, because you'll just get your head shook and your money took. Okay, so be careful of those trying to profit on this. Make sure you have medicines that you might need. How long will this last? It's a question people ask. No one really knows, but I'll definitely say the next couple of weeks. I'd say the next couple of weeks. Hey, babe. Eileen says hi to everybody. The next couple of weeks. Everything's going to go up, and maybe the intensity level is going to increase because of the number of cases. But we as Christians, we should just expect it, and just don't freak out. There's a lot to learn from our friends in Iraq and Syria who've suffered truly catastrophic. No homes, no running water to their tent. There is no delivery of foods. Medicines are scarce, and I am pretty thankful that even in the worst of times, they see God's hand, and maybe it's coming from outsiders to help, or them learning to adjust. So, all right, there's a comment here from Sam Anderson. Hi, Sam. Sam says, "You're a dreamer, my friend Victor." So, Sam, what does that mean? I don't know what you're referring to. So, if you want to answer that, that'd be great unless someone else knows. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I mean, panic never helps anybody. That's for sure. Okay, what is this? Oh. I think somebody's firing up people here. Hey, Bobby. So, this is just a quick update. And our goal is to help reassure and keep people calm. And for those of you in the Colorado area who've purchased weapons, I would definitely say go to the range and practice how to load them, how to properly shoot them. Our training center, we aren't fully ready to open everything up to the public, but because of the situation we're in, if you are in the Colorado Springs area and would like a short course on basic handgun safety and some basic things to make you feel better during this time. You can go to our website, victormarks.com, go to the contact list, and just email us and say you're interested in this. And because of the circumstance we're in, we're not charging anybody for this, but we're keeping very, very small classes and a wide open space to be able to give some instruction and put a few rounds down on the range and give you mental preparedness before we open up fully full-scale training center spiritually, emotionally, and physically. But we won't let people know that. And small, it has to be small groups. But I just pray that God would keep your mind calm, and you wouldn't let the emotions of fear ravage you, or loneliness, because you're not alone. And it's a great time to watch good messages through the internet. Be strengthened. Be careful what you do watch, because it can reinforce fear. So be careful with that. But I think that's it for tonight. Hello, Hawaii. Oh, Jen, that's great. I'm trying to read some of the comments, you guys. How do I feel? Jennifer asked, how do I feel about our government temporarily suspending the constitutional right state of emergency? How do we as Christians respond? Well, Jennifer, I think we're in a pretty unique situation. I tell people I'm not a conspiracy guy, and yet I do believe there's a huge conspiracy, but it's a little bit bigger than the U.S. or the world. It's Satan, Lucifer, who fights the kingdom of light, and he is subdued and blinded the eyes of many. So I think if our government, one, if they have to temporarily do some things, call out the National Guard, or, if it got so crazy, which I doubt it will, but to invoke some type of martial law to hold people still and keep crime down, I welcome it. I don't have any problem, Government, there's a place for government, and God has ordained it to be so. But I think more than anything, it's a great time for Christians to humble themselves and even non-believers, and realize, God, we call upon you for help. We don't have all the answers, and we'd like to minimize, the challenges and death and everything, and keep fear down. So, yeah, I'm okay with. I appreciate President Trump and the team and what they're doing, and watching it close, and have friends that work in positions. Have friends that work in positions that matter, are for influence, and I trust them too, believers. So I would say definitely continue to pray for those in leadership. Pray for all of our first responders. Pray for everybody in the medical field. They need prayer, and pray the manifestations of evil don't really get a chance to get out there. But so may the Lord bless you all. Give you peaceful sleep tonight. It's been a great day. Again, look for me posting a message I did today as soon as we get that link. And the message is entitled How to Have Fun During Catastrophic Crisis. God bless you guys. We love you. I don't say any more.